top, or you just like to lose. Make a move. Been at the bottom, I got the prove. You gotta choose, make a choice. I need 100 pack for my boys. Be hating and talking and talking and hating. I bet you I kill the noise. I've been a man like I'm Peyton. I boost up my rating. You know how I play with toys. Pop out on any occasion, get standing ovations. They can't help it but rejoice. They all wanna follow me, cause I got my foot on the opposition neck and ain't no apologies. 100 yards, you know I own all the property. Daddy told me.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL playoffs brings us to the desert Southwest, Glendale, Arizona, and State Farm Stadium. Coming up, an important divisional round matchup in the NFC between the Seattle Seahawks and the Arizona Cardinals. The first of 4 berths in the conference championships on the line here as divisional weekend in the NFL is underway. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. On the counter, it's Walker. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And he's got room. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. They're going right back to Walker. And a good run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 40-yard line. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
And this is caught inside the 5. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. DK Metcalf, 40 yards. And the Seahawks are on the board first here in this division round matchup. Extra point up and through by Myers. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fields it right around the goal line. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their own 22.
Mike 6. Mike 6. No game on this defense. No game. You go tight. You got tight. You got tight. Big ace, big ace.
Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. He finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be second down.
Nice chunk of yards on first down. It really opens up your options for what you want to do on second. You go right back to him and hope he explodes, or sucker the defense in before throwing over the top.
Following the pickup of 4, here's second and 6.
I got you. Mike 6, 33. 33. You better be afraid of me. You better. Watch twins. Watch twins.
From the gun, it's a give to Cook. And he powers his way up past the 30. And I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1. Now Murray off play action. He's got him in, complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. Well, they only needed a small gain on 3rd down. They end up getting over 30 yards.
Well, dialing up that play call certainly meant that he grabbed a little extra shot of courage on that one, because normally on 3rd and short, you're just trying to move the sticks, get the ball just past that line of scrimmage. Instead, they take the big shot downfield, and it pays off.
Now Murray says, hang on here. He'll step back and call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Watch twins. Watch the twins.
Give to Cook out of the gun. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
– 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Let's set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone. Watch the Hey, hold on. Easy.
Murray going to throw. DeAndre Hopkins making the catch. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taking them no time at all to get down here. And now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
1st and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. They'll run with Cook. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3. On 2nd and goal, Cook waiting in the backfield all alone. They'll give it to him again. And he is in for 6. Touchdown, Cardinals. Dalvin Cook, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Cardinals are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own. Extra point good by Prater. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And as the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime. If you're a good football team, you spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments, prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively. 57 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10.
Striker, 3-3. Ultra, go ultra.
The tight end in motion right. Back to Walker on 1st down. And he'll get it across midfield and down into Cardinal territory. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Come on, set, black, 95. 43 round.
Watch the whip. Switch it, come on, switch it.
Hey, confused. Ready, go.
They run again with Walker. And some solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now Lance. Open man, that's Noah Fant, the tight end. And they're going to get this down to about the 37. 7-7, our score after 1.
Here we go, set. Come on, 32.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Lance setting up the screen here. This is Walker. And they'll work this down inside the 30.
That's a nice design there, but sometimes, though, you get so many blockers out ahead of you, they kind of slow you down and force you to adjust. You always appreciate guys trying to help you, but maybe one less there could have turned this into a bigger gain.
They'll try for the first with Walker. There he goes, right side. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Ken Walker, 29 yards. And the Seahawks have taken the lead. Myers connects on the PAT. And that makes the score 14-7. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the that's into a crowd and intercepted. Tariq Woolen picks it, and the Seahawks are going to take possession of the football. So a nice play defensively by the rookie, coming up with the INT.
And that's a late-round pick right there, making a first-round impact. And a lot of these day 3 corners, they end up winding up on special teams and sub-packages and even on the practice squad. But he's really made an impact on this defense, and he comes up with the interception there.
And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it, and it's 2nd down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, Their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Lance now to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Young. And the tackle going to be made at the 38. So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. He is going nowhere as he is enveloped behind the line. Call it no gain on the keeper. It's going to bring up a 4th down.
Well, they picked up a portion of it, but not all that they needed. Now that leads to a decision on 4th and 1. Let's see what they decide to do.
Let's go. 45. Right. Come to middle.
Needing the tough yards, they run it with their fullback. And he is going to have a Seahawks 1st down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down.
Ready.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
52 blocks. Ready.
Here's the option play now to the left. And he'll work his way inside the 30 now to the 28. Throwing on 2nd and 3. Lance eluding the pressure right. And he's got the speedster Goodwin. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a 1st down as well.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a 1st down.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Walker with it. And he's going to get about 4 down inside the 10 to the 9.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete.
I like the calmness of how he played the ball here. No panic in his eyes as that throw arrived. Tracked it from the moment it left the quarterback's hand, and that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
And they'll be in search of 6 yards here on 3rd down. This is now the 9th play of the drive. Play action. Now it's Lance. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. J.J. Watt in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that will lead to 4th down. 2nd quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. On comes the Seahawk kicker here on 4th down. It's Jason Myers from the right hash. This from 33. Myers' kick is good, and they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense, the firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. This offense returning out there, and really, you remember the last drive, Charles, it was over before it even began. They threw the interception on the very first. Murray has it knocked loose, fumble, and the Seahawks have picked it up. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. We know he's got the speed to get downfield, Charles, but there's the negative side, a little loose with the football that time.
And that's normal, especially when you have his type of talents, because you feel like you're into the open field, and maybe you don't feel the people who are around you or closing in. All quarterbacks have to do extra ball security drills with the way the game's played now, because defenses, they attack the football as much as they attack the runner.
They'll get this out wide to Metcalf. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line. That time on the run-pass option when he decided to throw it. Not a quick little drop-off. He went downfield a bit.
Reminiscent of a triple-option quarterback in college because he faked it inside, and instead of immediately throwing it out to the perimeter, stepped back in the pocket to find a target downfield.
And they run the option on second down. And they'll get this down to the 10. And a solid job using his legs. 16 yards and a first down on the keeper. I tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to react. Even as quarterbacks carry the ball more and more in today's NFL, they're still a little bit in disbelief and realize, oh my goodness, he's running with the ball. He may be 8, 10, 12 yards downfield at that point.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. A pitch comes to Walker, and he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Kenneth Walker with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Seahawks will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point up and through by Myers. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And with a 3-score deficit staring them in the face, they might have to press the issue here and try to get points out of this drive. First down, Murray. He'll get this complete to Rondale Moore. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
On 1st and 10, here's Murray. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half. No,
not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now Murray. Throw left side complete. That's Hopkins. The Cardinals forced to burn their third and final timeout as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number one.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. And the Seahawks are going to take over at their own 13-yard line. Oh, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And with a 3-score lead already, this is not time for a momentum change, so I'd imagine they'd be happy to just take this into the locker room. Lance now on first down. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked off by J.C. Horn. And the Cards are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line. Well, Charles, so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
After the turnover, here's Murray. Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. So we've come upon halftime here in this NFC divisional round matchup. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. A trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And, Charles, that had to be an interesting locker room at halftime. This is a team that's had so much success this year. Haven't really had to deal with a lot of adversity at halftime, to be honest. But now here they are with their playoff lives on the line.
And I think when you're alluding to that interesting locker room, you're just wondering, how are they handling that bit of adversity that they're seeing right now? Because I think this is a team that has to look to lean on the veterans at this point. We know we're better than this. We've proved it all season. Let them.
There he goes, left side. Past the 20. They're trying to tiptoe the pylon, but they're going to say he stepped out at the 1-yard line. And those linemen, of course, can't be more than a yard downfield when a pass is thrown, and they might have been able to call that on a couple of guys there. Now Murray throwing on second down. The hook up on the right side to Hopkins. And he gets it here to right around the 24 before he's out of bounds. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11. Backed up here. Tough spot. Needing 11 yards to pick up the first. Snap comes to Murray at 1. Flush to his right. To the right side, and he's got more complete. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means fourth down. They're going for it. Hits Murray. Open man is Anderson. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. And the defense bit hard there. They were thinking run all the way, play fake, working to perfection on fourth down.
And it was able to work because of the down and distance situation. Fourth and short, you've got to respect the run. You show a little play action. Oftentimes you find people open for what you need, and that's exactly what they got done there.
And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. First down, here's the run with Cook. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. Second down. That ground game contained again there, Charles, and that's really a big reason that they're trailing right now.
And give a lot of credit to that defensive front. That's exactly what they worked for all week, to try and take away the run game, make them one-dimensional. In the battle of game plans, theirs has been superior.
Second and 7 from the 20. Here's Murray. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
To throw, it's Murray. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete.
Well, partner, they've certainly played up to their top 10 defensive ranking this week. They've stifled this opposing offense throughout this game. This contest is now lopsided because of their efforts, and there's still a quarter to go.
Prater's kick is good, and that will close the gap down to 14. So a good drive there to begin quarter number 3, but they're only able to shave 3 points off the lead.
Well, something's better than nothing. All right, they didn't play particularly well in the first half, but they definitely need them to step on the accelerator now and play a whole lot better.
Prater now will send it away following the made field goal. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled it to 15. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Here's Walker to start the drive. And some room to work. Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Ken Walker saving his best for the playoffs with his third touchdown of the game. And the Seahawks continue to pull the playoff surprise as they lead big here on the road. The extra point now coming from Myers. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21 points.
Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right? Oh, they've intercepted Murray for the third time. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, CD, we have seen it many times throughout the course of the season. This defense coming up large and snagging a big takeaway. But here they get not just the takeaway, 6 points as well.
And you just knew that for this team to advance, it had to get a big performance from this unit. And to this point, they've delivered.
Now Myers for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Well, it's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. A turnover on the last drive. They had the issue in the first half as well, and that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't want to admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works. So when the defense complains about having to do pursuit drills in the heat of training camp, plug in this play. Excellent pursuit. Force the quarterback out of the pocket. He ends up trying to run for it. Instead, he goes out of bounds and loses yardage. That goes down.
He's got a man. Complete. The 20. Touchdown, Cardinals. Robbie Anderson, 84 yards. And the Cardinals are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Prater for the extra point. And that'll cut the lead back down to 21. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. And they fake the handoff. Now Lance. Pressure comes, and the Cardinals bring him down. K'Lavon Chaisson, the former first-rounder, in there to get the sack. Now Charles dealing with a 3rd and long. They'll have to try to go back to the air again, and this time avoid the sack.
Certainly hard to try to establish momentum when all you're doing is going backwards, not protecting the passer, and he gets dumped on his backside.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. And he'll be out of bounds at the 25-yard line. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. Now here's Michael Dixon. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And this will be taken at the 13. A good head-down running on the return gets about 15 yards. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. Trying to fire up that running game with Dalvin Cook. And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34. 1 quarter remains for a trip to the NFC title game. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Here's Murray. That's to Dalvin Cook, his running back. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. Throwing on 1st down is Murray. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Hopkins. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. To throw again on 2nd down. Murray. And complete to Zach Ertz. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 44-yard line. Murray now on 1st down. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
Now play number 7 of the drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 10. Now Murray again. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And the Cardinals are going to take possession of the football. They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration, not a good play.
So a big penalty there on the face mask leads to 1st and 10.
Watch out now. 52. Undercut.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Up the middle, here's Walker. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
You got 4. You got 4. Shit.
52. Call red.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
Ready. 45. Right.
He'll find Metcalf. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line. And this offense on third down today, they've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 11.
10 cycles. Red cycle.
Lance looking to throw it. Escaping the pressure right. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Marquise Goodwin, 26 yards. And the Seahawks are moving closer to a date now in the NFC Championship game as they're able to extend this 4th quarter lead. The extra point now coming from Myers. And that'll increase their lead to 28.
Makes the score Seahawks 45, Cardinals 17. Michael Vick.
The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. Taking it about the 1. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. Their hopes of advancing past this divisional round hanging by a thread, if that, as they begin here with a 1st and 10 on the wrong side of the scoreboard. Now a throw here to his running back, and he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. It'll be a gain of 5, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Now that's the type of play that gives you a chance to win. Nothing forced downfield where you don't have a guy open. Swing it out to the back, on maybe even check it down, whatever you want to call it. Gain of 5. You're just trying to get 4 on 1st down. They're ahead of the chains now.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Murray. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
Check 13. Come on.
33. Oh, here we go. Oh.
Hey, check like 33. Check like 33.
A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the 1st. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Murray now. Caught by the tight end Ertz. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. So after 2 first downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45. Shotgun now from Murray. Eluding the pressure right. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at their 48-yard line.
Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. That pass complete to Moore. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 35. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score.
Let's get off the field, D. Let's get off the field.
Murray now on 1st down. Again, he finds more. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
It's a gain
Looking to throw again on second down. Murray. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
This is what defensive coaches ask of their defenders every single ball game. Get a hand on every throw in coverage. They want the deflections. They want the knockaways. Pick it yourself if you can, but at least knock it down and guarantee it's incomplete.
Break the huddle and come up on the 9th play of this drive, needing 5 yards on third down. Throwing again, Murray. Well, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
Green. Mike 6. I got you, son.
Hey, check Mike 6.
Now Murray's got to have this one. Caught left side Hopkins. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Seahawks are going to take over the football. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They have all but booked their ticket to the NFC Championship game next weekend, and they'll look to finish things off here now in this fourth quarter. They'll run with Walker to begin the drive. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Ready, set. Check Fury.
Sticking with Walker on second down. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Walker now on 1st and 10. On a determined run there as he's going to take this all the way down near the 40. That one looks like he'll throw here. Left side here taken in by Metcalf. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first. Partner, I know we're still in the afternoon slate here. Some primetime games still on the docket, but it's going to be tough to top this effort. What an offensive performance we have seen. They have been unstoppable from the moment we began this game, and they're not holding back. They're still throwing the football here in the fourth.
They certainly are, and let me tell you something. If you're old school, you don't like this at all. But in today's football, you just go ahead and savor it. Watch a team execute at a high level. Doesn't matter what the scoreboard says. He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
Let's go. 97.
And Lance will try again on second down. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete. The Seahawks, they are moving on as we say so long, everybody.